Happy New Week, y'all. Hope everyone had a lovely weekend. Back at it with Raiden in Where the Fuck is the President, the video game. I almost want to test how close I can get to that to see if like someone calls. Like, don't do it. Get Nikita. Hey, Gold. Happy New Week. Hopefully you're doing well. I'm doing great. The weather's been very mild for like a late summer day. Not really all that humid, thankfully. And I had some macaroni salad for dinner, so I'm feeling pretty good. It was a nice day here too. Sweet. Oh crap. Might actually use a chaff for once. I love how long this lasts, first of all. Second of all, I love the little particle effects. In the chaff, when you throw the chaff compared to the first game. First game is really good too. It's like Christmas lights. Yeah. Oh.
What was that? Huh? Huh?
What I should do for safety? Put the Mind D on. I don't remember exactly the dangers in this area from when I last played it. So for all I know, they could have put claymores here. Remember, the length of the chaff is shorter the harder the difficulty setting. Hey Prez, name that tune. That's interesting. I guess I don't remember ever doing any mode harder than normal. I guess I never knew that. That is interesting though. It makes sense, I guess, then how long it lasts in normal mode. But I wouldn't. I mean, I guess for harder difficulties, I wouldn't mind it being shorter the harder it gets. I mean, depending on how short it is on hard mode, that might be about the length of time it lasted in the first game. That would be funny if I tried doing that. Oh wow, there's like a dead end grate there. Could I shoot these maybe? I don't know if I can. Yo, I could. Easy. That settles that.
Got your feet wet? These are the basic controls for swimming.
When you're on the surface, you can swim in corresponding directions using the up, down, left, and right movement of the left stick.
Push the punch button to dive down from the surface.
Snake, do you know where I can find some remote-controlled missiles?
Remote-controlled missiles? I saw something on B1 in the core of Shell 2. But be careful. Contaminated seawater's broken out of the tanks thanks to that explosion. Most of B1 is probably flooded by now.
Yeah, I noticed.
What's up, Jack? Talk to you soon, Jack.
Colonel, B1 is completely flooded from what I can see.
You'll have to swim through.
Swimming isn't my strong point. It wasn't a part of the VR training either.
Stroke the water and move forward by pushing the punch button. Push it in rapid succession to swim faster.
Change your heading with the left stick. Up will take you up, down takes you lower, left and right to face those directions.
The O2 gauge will appear under your life gauge while you're underwater. The gauge corresponds to the amount of air you can hold from a single deep breath. Once the O2 gauge falls to 0, the life gauge will start to drop. You need to be aware of that.
Yeah, that's just a dead end. I'm assuming... Yeah, okay. I have to have Mind D here. That's the only way I'm gonna be able to tell on the minimap where the, 'cause I remember there being, underwater mines here. Which are the yellow dots on the minimap. So I'm gonna have to be careful here. Yeah, I think that's just a dead end. Wait, was that something? NVG? Hold on. NVG. I was wanting to see in the dark when equipped. Electronically amplifies weak dim light for visualization. When equipped, allows one to see in the dark. So they both can allow you to see in the dark. But it's too bright here. Yeah. Good thing I saw that. I thought it was just a regular dead end initially. Okay. Came from there. We want to go that way. Nope. Ducky. I can't equip anything that can get rid of these mines, but...
When you're on the surface, you can swim in corresponding directions using the up, down, left, and right movement of the left stick.
Push the punch button to dive down from the surface.
Remote-controlled missiles.
Yeah. Maybe if I... Well, since this is a dead end, hold on a second. Alright, well, I took care of that. Sweet. If there was an achievement that existed about not touching any of the mines while going through, well, that's taken care of.
You have the remote-controlled missile. Good job. Now head for the first floor of the Shell 2 core. Take out the power source and make contact with the President before the launch code can be reconfirmed. Hurry!
I mean, shit, I may as well take care of these mines now as well.
Raiden, watch out for the underwater mines. They'll detonate on contact. Avoid the mines and swim through the area.
Okay. There really is no way you can get rid of them. That's safe, I mean.
Raiden, watch out for that underwater mine. It'll detonate on contact, so make sure you avoid it.
Why would there be a mine here?
Because someone planted one.
What about that guy who was running on water? Could have been him.
You'd better watch your back. He may be waiting to ambush.
Okay.
And I don't think I ever heard that line of dialogue from Otacon. Okay. I mean, if I do this on purpose, you know what I mean? That's fine. Here's the thing. This is really just the benefit of me knowing what's going to happen. That's why I'm doing this. The way that I'm doing this. I just know I'm gonna come back here eventually and have to deal with them. So I'm just dealing with them as much as I can right now. The mines are in the... Oh shit. Oh yeah, I forgot Stillman was here. That's funny how the mines are in the cutscene even though I got rid of them already.
Use the right stick to make high-speed turns. Push left or right to make 90-degree turns in those directions, and down to make a 180-degree spin.
Oh. Okay. I will try that.
To throw something, such as a grenade or a magazine, Press the weapon button to cock your arm, and release the weapon button to throw the object. Remember, the distance thrown varies depending on how long you press the weapon button. Make sure you target the throw at the most effective spot. Put your thermal goggles on and look at the enemy's neck area. You should be able to see if he has dog tags on.
Oh wow, that's really cool actually. Thermal goggles helping you if you're on if you're replaying and you're trying to do a dog tag run. That could be really useful. Like information.
When you're on the surface,
It's really surprising that that cutscene happened, and yet no one gives a shit about Stillman.
You need to catch your breath somewhere before your O2 gauge runs out. Keep a lookout for the surface.
There should be pockets of air somewhere, even with this level of flooding. Make sure you find one, okay?
Snake, it's Stillman.
There we go.
Stillman's here.
Yeah?
He was waiting for me.
Right.
Okay. Wait, it was waiting for me, right?
Have you ever heard of Outer Heaven?
Outer Heaven?
Yeah. Know anything?
No. What about it?
The terrorist leader mentioned it. Something about being close to reviving Outer Heaven.
Is that right?
Well, do you know anything?
No. But whatever their goal is, they're probably up to no good. We've got to stop them.
Yeah, right.
Bold-faced lie, Snake. You know damn well.
You know, I thought I heard of AIM somewhere before. DIA would mean we're talking about Nastasha's ex-husband.
Nastasha?
Oh, wow.
Romanenko?
Nastasha?
Isn't she the one who wrote In the Darkness of Shadow Moses?
Yeah, she helped me out during the Shadow Moses incident. She was also actively involved in the philanthropy organization following the incident.
Where is she now?
Your guess is as good as mine, but she's probably still a heavy smoker.
Yeah. Probably. Hey, y'all. Welcome in. Much appreciated for the raid. Yeah, that's wild that's Nastasha's ex-husband. Hey, Titan. How's it going? Hopefully you're doing well.
Some light is shining down at the spots where there is air. The light probably reaches down to the floor. Keep an eye out for that light.
Doing great? Sweet. Oh, and thank you for the follow. Appreciate it.
Raiden, look at the enemy you knocked out. See the stars revolving over his head? When the stars disappear, the enemy will regain consciousness. Keep an eye on the spot above their heads.
The places where the air is trapped have been inferred from the node's map data and should appear on your radar. There's air at the light blue locations on your radar. You should be able to come up for air there. Pay attention to the radar and move on.
You can use the holes left behind from collapsing floors to your advantage. Tip the bodies of enemies you've taken out into the ocean to hide them.
Okay, fair enough. Level 4 door we can't actually get to. Regardless, you know, provided that no new mines show up or get respawned or anything, I think we'll be fine. It's just wanted to get rid of some of them now. Yeah, man. Night vision goggles and thermal goggles aren't really a thing that I used all that much in the past. But it's really blinding. And then, like, hopefully I remember if I'm in a dark spot to put those on, because I want to actually use them. Oh, hey, Rucat Gaming. Much appreciated for the follow. Oh, that's someone's keys. Okay. Almost lost life there. Oh, nice, the footsteps. I guess that's a bit of a danger as well. Although I haven't really been near wet surfaces to, you know, leave footprints and alert the guards, but I guess that's something the AI could notice.
Who's there?
Okay. So I'm trying to blow this thing up here without hitting the president. So this will be interesting. Oh, H to I.
What was that? What was that?
Shit. You gotta kind of zigzag a little bit minutely so that I don't speed forward too much. Oh god. Running out of fuel on this missile.
What is that?
Okay, let me... That's cool also that you can shoot while in first person with the missile, and it'll just go to straight first person on the perspective. Yeah, I think that's not the hole that we should be shooting into.
What is that? What is that? Get away!
Okay. It's alright, Mr. President. You weren't injured. You're fine. Take it on the chin.
What was that?
Okay, come on. Get over here. So I don't have to do this a second or third time.
Knock it off.
Yeah, you knock it off. How about you stay still so I can rescue you? Why are we arguing about this? Just do as I knock and stay still. Okay. Sorted.
Raiden, a full life gauge will slow down the consumption of the grip gauge. Be smart about using your ration.
Oh, I didn't know that. That your grip gauge goes down slower if you're at full health.
Raiden, the high voltage current flowing to the floor in front of the room that the president's being held in has been cut off. Head for the first floor of the Shell 2 core. Hurry! Get in touch with the president before the nuclear launch code is reconfirmed.
Jack, do you need to save? Take it easy.
President Johnson,
So you're finally here.
you've been expecting me?
Your equipment, that skull suit isn't exactly standard military issue.
Are you all right, sir?
Is this some kind of sick joke? I thought you came to kill me.
What?
I'm prepared to face the consequences of my betrayal.
What are you... What the...
You're a man? Well, who are you?
Foxhound, sir.
Foxhound? I see. Now things are starting to make a little sense. Switch over to nano communication so nobody can listen in.
Yes, sir. Do you read me, sir?
Yes.
Mr. President, It's my understanding that the terrorists have managed to input the code sequence necessary for launching a nuclear strike.
That's correct. I punched the sequence in myself.
You're working for them?
If you asked me 2 hours ago, my answer would have been yes. Right now, they're keeping me alive until my vital signs are reconfirmed.
They betrayed you?
I wouldn't quite put it that way. I wanted power. They sought destruction.
But why stoop to terrorism?
I wanted absolute power.
But you're the president. You have power.
No, I'm just a figurehead.
What?
I don't have any control. The real power is in the Patriots' hands.
The Patriots?
The truth behind this country. I'm not surprised you've never heard of them. Very few are aware of their existence, even among those with code word clearance.
Huh?
Politics, the military, the economy, they control it all. They even choose who becomes president. Putting it simply, the Patriots rule this country.
No.
Hard to believe, isn't it? But it's the truth. The space defense, income tax reduction, and national missile defense programs. Every policy that's been credited to me was actually done according to their instructions.
Space defense was initiated by Congress.
That's what the Patriots want the country to believe. It's all a show. Democracy is just a filler for textbooks. Think about it. Do you actually believe that public opinion influences the government?
No.
This country is shaped and controlled as the Patriots see fit. The people are shown what they want to believe. What you call government is actually a well-staged production aimed at satisfying the public.
Huh?
Don't look at me like that. I'm legally sane, you know.
It's not your sanity that worries me.
The Patriots. Even I don't know who the actual members are. Are they financial, political, or military leaders? No one knows who the Patriots really are. Even my instructions come from a cutout. All I've been told is that every key decision is made by a group of 12 men, known as the Wise Men's Committee.
Your office? The White House?
Merely puppets, pawns in a game. By pledging my loyalty, an insignificant son of a senator was awarded the presidency. Of course, that wasn't the only price I had to pay.
What do you mean?
Even if a pawn becomes a queen, it is still just a playing piece. I wanted to leave my own mark in history, but my ambitions were... You'll understand someday. I wished to be a member of the Patriots. I wanted to wield the power of a king instead of being an expendable pawn.
And that justifies acts of terrorism?
Yes. I'd intended to use the new Metal Gear as a bargaining chip.
Bargaining chip?
But I underestimated Solidus. He actually wants to challenge the Patriots, even if it means the destruction of the world.
What are you saying?
Whether you believe it or not, the balance of power rests in the hands of the Patriots. They regulate the country's various interests through controlled presentation, staging a drama that is palatable to the general masses. Can you imagine what would happen if they ceased to function? Picture a massive political vacuum, a space that every powermonger will try to fill for their own greedy ends. I'm talking about an unregulated power struggle, panic, civil war, chaos. Like it or not, the Patriots is an organization that must continue to exist.
So you changed your mind because you wanted to avoid global chaos.
Exactly. When I told Solidus that I wished to prevent disaster, he replied that pawns can never become players.
And who is this Solidus?
My predecessor, George Sears. That was the name the public came to know him by. I knew him by his code name, Solidus Snake. He was the third Snake, preceded by Solid and Liquid, a survivor of the Les Enfants Terribles project. Neither solid nor liquid, he was a well-balanced masterpiece that the Patriots saw fit to entrust with the presidency. However, he fell out of grace with the organization 4 years ago. When acting on his own, he started an incident.
4 years ago. Shadow Moses.
That's right. At the time, the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, together with certain influential parties, initiated the development of Metal Gear Rex and an advanced nuclear warhead. However, this did not fall in line with the Patriots' plans. What's more, Solidus decided on his own to send his most trusted man, Ocelot, to provoke Liquid Snake, bringing about the said incident. As a result, he succeeded in obtaining Rex and the data on the warhead. But in doing so, he ended up revealing the existence of both Rex and the Genome Army, a blunder that earned him the wrath of the Patriots. Shortly thereafter, Solidus was removed from the presidential office.
I thought he resigned.
That's the story given to the general public. Following his resignation, the Patriots selected me, their new pawn, for the presidency.
But that would mean that the presidential race was...
That was quite a show, wasn't it? It was a well-scripted drama staged by the Patriots for the benefit of the public. Even the Democrats and Republicans were dancing to the Patriots' tune. Everything went according to plan, but for one exception. Following his resignation, Solidus' health was scheduled to fail him, bringing about his untimely death.
Capped?
Correct. But before the Patriots could execute their plot, Solidus went underground with the help of Ocelot. As he avoided pursuit, Solidus gained control of Dead Cell, winning over Colonel Golukovich's outfit. From there, he bided his time, knowing that his opportunity would soon arrive.
What opportunity?
The completion of the new Metal Gear project, an opportunity that would even his odds against the Patriots. By stealing the Patriots' most valued project, he would be able to place them in a very uncomfortable position. It's the only chance he has for survival. Once he has the new Metal Gear, he'll declare war against the Patriots. Needless to say, he must be stopped.
Metal Gear is already operational.
No, not yet. What you saw was Metal Gear Ray, hijacked 2 years ago from the Marines by Ocelot. That was not the new Metal Gear.
Then where's the new Metal Gear?
Right here.
What?
You're standing in it. To be more precise, this entire big shell facility is the new Metal Gear.
What'd you say?
No, I'm quite serious. The upper structure that you've seen is camouflage, designed to represent an offshore cleanup facility. The main structure extends from the foundation all the way down to the ocean floor. The connecting elevator is located on the B2 floor of the Shell 1 core. Arsenal Gear. That's the code name for the new Metal Gear.
Arsenal?
That's right. Arsenal. We're talking about an impregnable fortress carrying a load of over a couple of thousand missiles, including nuclear warheads, all protected by a horde of mass-produced Metal Gear Ray units.
Mass-produced?
The Ray unit was originally designed for the Marines to be used as a countermeasure against the Metal Gear variations throughout the world. The Patriots had Ray redesigned to protect the new Arsenal Gear.
So now anti-Metal Gears are guarding a Metal Gear.
Ironic, isn't it? That's not all. Arsenal Gear has full access to the military's tactical network, giving it the ability to exercise absolute control over our nation's armed forces, not to mention our nuclear armament. In short, Arsenal was created to be the core of our country.
What kind of idiotic weapon?
Weapon? No. You're not seeing the full picture. Arsenal Gear is more than just a military tool. It is a means to preserve the world as it is. It will establish a new form of control. The Patriots will use it to keep their place as the country's true rulers. Right now, they feel pressured and threatened.
By what?
They fear an overabundance of digital information. The world will drown in the coming flood of information, and they along with it. The Arsenal plans include a system to digitally manage the flow of information, making it possible to shape the truth for their own purposes. In short, the Arsenal system is the key to their supremacy.
The key?
Yes, the GW system is the Patriots' trump card. Arsenal Gear will be fully operational when GW is successfully integrated. Once operational, it will be a completely new form of power for the Patriots to wield. I had hoped to seize the project from them, so that I would be in a strong bargaining position.
Bargain for what?
I'd hoped to trade my way into their ranks. But Solidus preferred rebellion. Outer Heaven, his plan to unleash a nuclear blast over the skies of Wall Street to break the Patriots' control over the business community, is also a key factor in his offensive effort.
Outer Heaven?
Listen, there isn't much time. The football served as the key for activating Arsenal gear. I've already input the necessary code sequence. It won't be long before GW begins to establish connections with other external systems, and Arsenal gear becomes fully operational. Stop them before that happens. That is your role.
Role?
You've got to find Emma Emmerich. She's the only one who can stop that thing once it's been activated.
Emma Emmerich?
She's the system programmer for Arsenal gear. I believe she's somewhere on level B1 in the core of this building.
I thought the levels below us were flooded.
I'm sure they won't let her die just yet, as she's the only remaining programmer for this project. According to Ocelot, she was being held in a locker room located in the northwest part of level B1. Cut transmission and get moving. This is card 4. It'll give you access all the way to Emma's location. Give this to her when you find her.
What is it?
A program for disrupting the control functions between GW and Arsenal gear. Take Emma to the computer room on level B2, Shell 1 core. She'll know how to load the program into the main system.
A virus?
That's right, modeled after Foxdie. A biological weapon designed to selectively eliminate personnel with a specific genetic code.
But why do you have it?
The Patriots had it engineered as a failsafe, and Ocelot forgot to search me. You've got to hurry. That disk is the only way you're going to stop Arsenal.
I don't believe that for a second. Ocelot forgot to search him.
I've told you everything you need to know. There's only one thing that remains to be done.
Huh.
Now, kill me.
What the?
There's no time to argue. The final check for my vital ID will start any second. If you kill me now, you'll at least prevent the nuclear strike.
Cut it out!
Do it! That's your role! Pull! No! Good!
That's abusing your right to free speech, Mr. President. Or is it ex-president?
The president! Why did you...
Alas, my finger must have slipped.
Uh-huh.
I'll see you around, carrier boy.
Forget him. He did us a favor. Without free will, there is no difference between submission and rebellion. My only real choice is to put an end to this charade. Let me at least have the freedom to end it myself.
What are you...
Find Emma. Stop Arsenal. This is my last order as your commander-in-chief. I'm counting on you.
No response. What you doing now, Snake? Oh, right. Because Colonel, last stream, Colonel did say they couldn't contact the president because the room he was stuck in was jamming frequency, so I wouldn't be able to call outward toward anybody in this room. Smart. That's actually a nice little detail. I didn't expect that to that kind of context to persist. I guess the president would not have dog tags. It's cold dead. This is so cool looking of a filter, but so weird. Alright. I guess that's the other way. Remember there being another path I could have taken.
Colonel, the president is dead.
I see. I'm sorry to hear that.
Where do we go from here?
Your mission was to rescue the president and eliminate the terrorist threat. However, given the recent turn of events, we will honor the president's last directive. You must put a stop to Arsenal Gear once and for all.
Do you actually think there's any truth to his story about this big shell facility being a front for Arsenal Gear?
I don't have the security clearance necessary to verify the facts. However, he was the president. I'm sure he knew what he was talking about.
Aren't you forgetting that he was part of the terrorist plot?
All the more reason why I believe his information is reliable.
Huh?
We're talking about a man who chose to die rather than risk a nuclear holocaust. Thanks to his sacrifice, the Nuclear Launch Authority has shifted to the Vice President, effectively eliminating the terrorist threat.
Colonel, when you put it like that, it almost sounds like I should have assassinated the president to eliminate the threat.
That was not my intention. I was trying to point out that there is certainly some credibility to the words of a man who chose death to protect the innocent.
The Colonel has a point, Jack.
What about the information he gave me on the Patriots?
That's a new one on me. I'll see what I can find out. Raiden, we're running out of time. Find Emma. She's supposed to be located on level B1, in the core of that building you're in, right? You've got to find her before Arsenal becomes fully operational.
Hurry, Jack.
It's up to you to make sure that the president didn't sacrifice his life in vain.
Understood. Raiden out.
What's your status, Raiden?
Snake, the president, he's been assassinated.
What?
There was nothing I could do.
What about the nuclear strike code sequence?
He died before his vital ID could be reconfirmed.
Then the enemy's lost their nuclear strike capability.
But that Ocelot guy obviously killed the president on purpose.
Why?
It doesn't make any sense. They had to know that they couldn't launch the nuke if they killed the president.
Maybe there's a way to launch without reconfirming the vital ID.
Or maybe they found a more effective weapon within Arsenal Gear.
You knew about Arsenal Gear?
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me about it?
You never asked.
Am I correct in assuming you also know that the Big Shell's a front for the project?
You mean, did I know that the Big Shell, a fully functional environmental cleanup facility, was designed to camouflage Arsenal Gear? Yeah, I did. It's exactly what the President and Ames described, a massive cover story. The good news is that it hasn't really done much in terms of cleaning up the environment, so we won't have to worry about any toxic gas being released if we have to blow the house down.
Right. And when did you find out about all of this?
It took a while, but we uncovered the info around the time you took out that mad bomber. There's no doubt that Arsenal Gear is being built here. And it was all set up 2 years ago, on that day. All of it.
2 years ago? What really happened here?
I took these photos 2 years ago.
I know these pictures. They were on the news, on several websites. If I remember right, the reporters blamed you for sinking the tanker.
That's right. Otacon, me, we were used.
We'd hoped that by going public with photos of the new Metal Gear, we could persuade the government. At least that was the plan at the time.
I've gone through VR training of the tanker mission before.
Yeah? Well, I doubt it accurately simulates the events of that mission. I'd infiltrated the dummy tanker to obtain proof that a Metal Gear was under development. Shortly after I made it aboard, an armed group led by Colonel Gerlukovich raided the ship and gained control.
Olga and Ocelot were among the raiding party.
Yeah, and him.
Who are you talking about?
A man that was supposed to be dead.
Their target was also Metal Gear Ray. But Ocelot eliminated Colonel Gerlukovich and Marine Commander Scott Dolph, and he hijacked Ray.
So he betrayed them?
I don't know what kind of deal was going down. All I remember is what Ocelot said at the time. Something like, "I'm taking it back."
Ocelot then sank the tanker, along with the soldiers of the Marine Corps.
How did you manage to get out?
Otacon managed to have a small boat ready for me.
That was the easy part. The tough part was not getting dragged down with a sinking tanker. Small miracle when you think about it. It turned out that the whole thing was a setup to lure us. Photos of Snake, taken by the Cypher, were released to the public. In turn, we became the world's most wanted environmental terrorists.
It was definitely a move aimed at putting a stop to our anti-Metal Gear activities.
But why did they choose Snake?
Since the Shadow Moses incident, Snake became sort of a hero. I think the Patriots weren't too happy about that.
You knew about the Patriots?
Well, yes, to a certain degree.
It seems like everyone knows about them except me.
They didn't choose Snake to be a hero.
So they decided to do a smear campaign.
I think the Patriots wanted to make an example of him so everybody would think twice before opposing them.
That's it! They set all this up just to nail you guys.
No, there's more to it than that. The Marines' Metal Gear Ray project, headed by Commander Dolph, was carried out in opposition to the Navy's Arsenal Gear project. To be more precise, the Patriots considered Metal Gear Ray to be a thorn in their side. Hence, they attacked the dummy tanker and stole Ray. They followed this up with a perfect plan. They immediately sent a fully loaded tanker to the same location and sank it. Then set up the facility to camouflage the development of Arsenal Gear.
And we fell for it. 2 more puppets in their show.
Colonel Gerlukovich and his daughter Olga?
Both fell victim to Ocelot's plot.
Was Solidus behind all this? He used Ocelot to get hold of Ray, huh?
No, he was underground, keeping a low profile at the time.
Then it must be the Patriots.
If that's the case, what's Ocelot doing alongside Solidus?
Being a quadruple crosser.
Forget it. We're wasting time. We can figure this out later. The nuclear strike's been prevented, but Arsenal still has a massive payload of missiles to deal with.
Right. If the opposition gets control of those missiles.
Raiden, you've got to find Emma.
Wait a second. Isn't Emma Emmerich?
My sister.
What's she doing here?
You got me. She's a computer whiz who specializes in neural AI and ultra-variable volume data analysis using complex logic. How she got involved in weapons development is beyond me.
Whatever her reasons, we need her in order to stop Arsenal.
Raiden, find her.
I'm on my way.
Fucking Ocelot is a double crosser to the 9th power. It's like, and that's me knowing MGS1, this game obviously, in terms of like the lore and the story, but not even knowing 3 or 4's story or lore. And and already I know Ocelot's just like, if there's like a conclusion to his story, I don't know about it yet, but Ocelot has always been like up there in the most enigmatic type of characters in all of media for me. Right up there with G-Man from Half-Life. So yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to finally playing the rest of the games. By rest, basically the last 2. Because I know enough about 5. My brother played it a lot and still plays it a little bit to this day. For me to know that 5 is a prequel, like 3 is, To what extent, I don't know. But it is a prequel. So we're basically going back down. Trying to think now because I have a level 4 card. I don't think throughout the Shell 1 area, with the exception of 2 level 5 doors in Strut F, I want to say, where the was it Strut F? No, whatever Strut, it's either D, E, or F. On the east side of the shell, according to this map. Sediment pool, definitely not. Material distribution, warehouse. Yeah, I guess warehouse is where a lot of the weaponry is that you can find. And E is that warehouse where you see all the boxes just going down conveyor belts. And there's a stairwell going downward in that strut. When you go down the staircase, there's a level 5 door right in front of you, and there's a level 5 door to your right. Other than that, I don't remember there being level 4 doors anywhere in Shell 1. And I have no idea, but like, I don't remember what doors are what in the Shell 2 area, and like, look at this shit. The Strut H warehouse and the oil processing facility in Strut G are completely fucked, so I don't know if we're getting in those. Strut H oil fence. Strut L oil fence. Okay. I know we go down one of these sides. I don't remember what. Either way. You have a chat before I go back down under.
Raiden, locate Emma Emmerich and have her put the President's disc to use. Emma should be to the northwest of your present location, on B1 of the Shell 2 core. She's in an area just on the other side of a card level 4 door. Hurry.
Emma's probably being kept in filter chamber number 2, on floor B1 of Shell 2's core. Go around from the south and you should be able to reach her. Start out by swimming south.
Jack, do you need to save? Jack,
What is it?
I've always been alone.
Huh?
What?
I'm so lonely.
Lonely. Rose, we've always...
Not always.
What do you mean?
You've never slept beside me.
What are you talking about?
After we've been together in my room, you stay awake all night, or you head for the door.
Is this really the time to bring this up?
Why, Jack? Why?
Listen, Rose, I'm right in the middle of a mission and
Why? Why can't you relax when you're with me?
Look, the mission,
Why don't you open up to me?
Rose, I just can't.
All I ever wanted was to share your dreams, to spend a meaningful evening with you. I just wanted to find you by my side when I woke up. Is that asking too much?
It's the night. I'm scared of the night. It's got nothing to do with you.
Scared of the night? What's that supposed to mean?
I can't relax when I'm with someone.
Jack, you wouldn't even let me in your room.
I need privacy. I just can't be bothered.
Bothered?
Wrong word. What I wanted to say was, that there are certain things that I have to keep to myself.
Do you remember that time I forced my way into your room? We'd known each other for almost a year, and you blew up. It was the first time you ever raised your hand against me. I was so worried about you.
Look, I'm sorry.
It wasn't your violent nature that scared me. It was your room, your heart.
Stop it.
There wasn't anything in your room. Only a bed and a small desk. It looked like a prison cell.
Rose?
No television set. No family pictures. Not even a poster.
Rose, I only used that room for sleeping.
A lifeless room. Almost like your empty heart.
That's why I tried to keep you out.
I thought I was beginning to understand you. Until I saw that room.
Would you have been happier if I had a picture of you hanging on the wall?
That's not what I was trying to say.
Enough, Rose. We'll talk about this later. After the mission.
Right. After the mission. I understand.
Anyways, we're going underwater. These two have a hell of a time picking their fights at a very crucial time where humanity is hanging in the balance.
Raiden, are you reading me? This is Otacon. What's your situation?
Wet and miserable. This place is flooded. The seawater that's been pumped up is pouring into the building.
I see. Listen, there's something I have to tell you about EE.
Don't worry about her. I'll get her out.
She's afraid of water.
What?
Yeah. When she was 6 years old, she almost drowned with my father in our swimming pool.
She can't swim?
Well, yes and no. We used to swim a lot together when we were kids. In fact, she swam like a fish until that day when she almost drowned. When the accident happened, I was in my room. I learned later that EE was calling me for help. She didn't doubt for a minute that I'd be there. You could see the pool from my room, but I didn't realize at the time that she needed my help.
What were you doing?
I was...
So Emma survived the ordeal.
Yeah, but my father didn't.
So you blamed yourself and left your family?
No. EE seems to believe that was the case. The fact is, I betrayed her.
And you think she can't swim because of the traumatic experience?
I haven't seen her since that day, but yes, I think so. I got a letter from Julie, her mother, after they moved back to England. In her letter, she mentioned that EE couldn't swim anymore, that she refused to even wear a bathing suit.
Damn, if she still can't swim, we're in trouble. Level B1 in the core is pretty much flooded.
Look, maybe you can help her overcome the trauma.
You want me to help her get over it?
Well, it's still gonna take some time to repair the Kamov.
Sorry, kid. Emma's rescue is up to you.
Thanks. An underwater mission. Well, this is a first. Look, I'll see what I can do.
I suggest that you drum the map of the building into your head, because you won't have time to look at it when you try to bring Emma out.
I'm counting on you, Raiden.
I covered most of the core when I had to take out the C4s. If there's anything you need to ask me, call me on the Kodak.
I'll do that.
When you're on the surface,
Emma's probably being kept in filter chamber number 2, on floor B1 of Shell 2's core. Emma's probably...
Oh, look at that. Damn. So even it's not just grip grip meter, it's O2 meter as well. That it took forever for the O2 meter to go down because my health is full now. While I was doing this last time, my health wasn't full. And it was going down a lot quicker. Look at that. Look how slow it is. That's crazy. I mean, good to know, but damn.
Still ticking, huh?
Unfortunately, hell had no vacancies. I thought so. Human muscles are quite eloquent. They speak out clearly what a person's next move will be. They even tell me which way a gun is going to be pointed before the trigger is pulled. But your muscles, they're different. This should be fun. Well worth the wait.
I was coming?
You've become a nuisance. I can't let you interfere with Arsenal gear. The girl is just ahead. She is of no use to us now. But she served us well as the live bait for the big catch. Crazy Ivan sometimes speaks the truth.
Emma's alive?
She was some time ago. But the flooding has become quite serious. I wouldn't be surprised if she's a mermaid now.
What?
Did you really think killing the president would prevent a nuclear strike? Think again.
I didn't do it.
Arsenal is still armed with a purified hydrogen bomb.
Purified hydrogen bomb?
This is no ordinary nuclear bomb. This weapon is capable of heavy hydrogen nuclear fusion using lasers and magnetics to generate heat-insulated compression. It was a top-secret project initiated by the current president, and Solidus has no idea of its existence. The clean thermonuclear bomb is at an experimental stage and is handled differently. Specifically, it becomes launch-capable when Arsenal is activated. A nuclear threat still exists. 6 months ago, we lost everything we believed in. We were abandoned to take the fall in their cover-up. We were labeled as killers, responsible for the mass murder of civilians as well as our own allies. And the public believed every word, turning a deaf ear to whatever we had to say to the contrary. Our only goal is to wipe them from the face of the earth and destroy this world of deceit they have created along with them.
You're insane.
Insane? We might be the only ones telling the truth.
Final check for activating Arsenal has been completed. All Arsenal personnel report to your stations.
Well, it sounds like Arsenal's ready to go into operation.
Damn it!
You're still hoping that the girl can install that virus you're carrying around, aren't you?
You know?
It's a shame you're not going to be around long enough to hand her the program. That isn't seawater, you know. It's a byproduct of the microbes contained in the pool. Buoyancy is practically non-existent thanks to the high oxygen content. Once you fall in, you don't come up. Take a good look at your grave. Show me what you've got.
Okay, 1 second.
Vamp seems to be anticipating the trajectory of your shots from the minute movements of your muscles. There's no such thing as a perfect system, though. There must be a way to throw him off and land a shot.
It looks like he's anticipating the incoming bullet's trajectory from the movement of your muscles. Relax, though. He doesn't have you all figured out. Right, don't use the target locking function. Vamp will anticipate your trajectory if you do, and you'll never manage to land a shot.
Oh, so just shoot in first person then. Why did you give me RGB 6 ammo? It's so weird. Gonna come up at some point, or okay, that'll do. Thing is that his whatever he's throwing, these knives, they don't move all that fast. Oh, wow. I just realized he has his own O2 gauge. Sick. But yeah, fuck it. I may as well use this grenade launcher. I don't think I've used it ever. Like, I must have gotten it in previous playthroughs way in the past, but yeah. Anyways. Oh, I don't need a mine D. Fuck that noise. Oh wow, this looks cool. Anyways, let me stick with rations for now. Just gotta make sure never to be pushed in the water. Pretty much instant death, if I remember. Damn. Hey, gotcha. Okay. I only have 13 of these things, and there aren't any refills. Just gonna keep running around. There we go. It's already almost dead. I guess if you... Since the grenade launcher is optional... Oh wow. Since it's optional, you can miss this weapon, but if you have it, it makes this fight a lot easier. I guess I can do well enough with the, you know, the M9 tranking him. M4, obviously. M4 is... M4 is the... Oh, it's the rifle. Not this. It's SOCOM is SOCOM. There. He's almost dead. I hope I don't feel like the urge to use the grenade launcher anytime soon. Shit. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Alright, that was scary at the end. I couldn't move.
Colonel, they've apparently completed the final check procedure for arsenal gear.
Find Emma on the double. You've got to get her to install the virus program that the President gave you. When you find her, take her to the computer room on level B2 in the core of Shell 1.
Snake, did you catch all that? I didn't make it on time. Arsenal's going active.
Yeah, I heard. The hostage rescue's gonna have to wait.
I'm going after Emma.
We'll secure the computer room. Looks like we can't install the virus program without Emma.
Can't your partner do it?
I would if I could, but the security for this system is no joke. I need more time.
That's why we need her.
Understood. I'll make sure you have your family reunion. What's up?
A lot of years have passed between EE and me.
Then you should see her, right?
I don't have the right to see her.
We can talk about this later. Raiden, I think you'd better get moving. Emma's in the locker room to the north, right?
I'm on it.
Now I just have to not accidentally fall in anyway. I could still die.
Raiden, we don't have much time left. Emma should be to the north of filter chamber number 2, where you fought with Vamp.
Raiden, you have to hurry. EE's life is in your hands.
Jesus. Alright. Goddamn.
Raiden, go and find Emma. She should be in the locker room to the north of your area.
You could ask Snake for more details if you need them.
No, I'm good.
Jack, do you need to save? Jack, about trying to break into your room.
Rose, just forget about it.
No, listen to me. I said I did it because I was worried about you, but it wasn't just that.
What?
I was suspicious. I thought there might be someone else.
Someone else?
Another woman.
Rose.
I really thought so, because sometimes you're so horribly cold.
You know I wouldn't.
I'm serious. Sometimes I feel like you're pushing me away. So I...
Did you get in?
Yeah.
Are you satisfied now? There wasn't anyone there, was there?
No. No, there was no one there. There was absolutely no one in your room. Not another woman, not me, not even you.
Rose.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to apologize, that's all. Talk to you later.
Dude, I don't have the... Oh, fuck me. Yeah, I don't have the info on this place yet. Minimap's not gonna do anything. We gotta go that way. Oh, hello. Oh, there she is. I never knew you could see her from here. What the hell?
You can find the locker room where Emma is to the northwest of the flooded area. Go!
When you're on the...
Wild. Okay. I think I have the only main issue with this controlling underwater is that it feels off that it is normal up down controls. God, there's so much here. ESG. Oh, okay. Didn't realize there was a mine there. Yeah, it feels like it should be in reverse, like up, pressing up on the D-pad goes down and vice versa when it comes to pressing down should go up, but that's not how it is. So it kind of fucks me up a bit. I gotta see what that is, cause body armor. Okay. Body armor, huh? Bulletproof vest made of special fibers. Damage incurred when equipped is reduced by half. I mean, this is really what I should be wearing against mines anyways. Just so I can decrease the amount of damage when I get hit. Going this way, aren't we? That was cool. There was like grime and stuff all over my eyes in first person. Oh, she's hiding now. Going back out, down. we would. I'm just trying to map this out because when we go back out with her, there's the one to my right, but not the furthermost right, and a bit north. It's higher up, so when it's with me and her, we're going down. Then we're hitting the rightmost air pocket to catch our breath. From there, we just go straight left on that hallway. I think that one that's like right here beneath me, that mine is also up. And we just stay down. We hit the next air pocket on the left. Then we go up the stairs and get out. And as far as like obviously the other mines toward the beginning of this whole scheme, I got hit on purpose to get rid of those, so we're good. Pentacemin. Anything here I should keep an eye out for? Oh, okay. Book. I got the book. Seed 4. But we. Guess these are just permanently out. I want to see a cutscene with him wearing the armor.
Colonel, I'm in the locker room, but there's no one here.
Could she have gone somewhere else?
I don't think so. Emma is somewhere in that room. Search more carefully.
Snake, I don't see Emma. EE!
I can't believe Emma managed to get out of that room by herself. Take a more thorough look around.
Yeah. It's like, nah, she's here. Don't worry about it, right? And just open your eyes and look around.
Are you alright?
Family traits.
Who are you?
Raiden, I'm getting you out of here.
Get me out. You're lying. Where are you taking me this time?
What are you talking about? I'm here to help. Here, I'll prove it. Do you have nanos?
What?
Well, do you?
I do. Everybody on this project has them.
Okay, good. Let's try. Can you hear me now?
Nanocommunication?
That's right. I have nanomachines too.
Then you're not one of them.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
And you came to rescue me?
Actually, I need your help to stop Arsenal. I understand you're the only one who might be able to do it.
And who told you that?
The President.
Really?
I need you to come with me to Shell 1. Your brother's waiting for you there.
My brother?
Come on! We have to get moving. This place will be flooded soon.
I was wondering what that sound was.
We better move.
I can't swim. Leave me.
You can swim. You used to love it.
How do you know?
Your brother told me.
He's really here?
That's right. He's here to rescue you.
I don't believe you. He would never come for me.
And I'm telling you he's here, waiting for us at Shell 1.
No! He left me, my mother, when we needed him the most. When my father died, all he could think about was himself.
Emma, we can go over all that later, but first we have to get out of here.
No! I hate water! It's hopeless! I can't swim! I can't swim!
You can do it!
I can't!
Come on, deep down inside, you know you can swim.
I can't keep my eyes open in the water. Endless blue. The water, it wants me. It won't let me go.
All right, then close your eyes. I'll guide you.
I was injected with something. My legs. I have trouble moving them.
Listen, Emma, just hold your breath. I'll do the rest. First we'll head to filter chamber 2, then we'll take a break.
And all I have to do is hold my breath.
That's right.
How long?
Just a little while.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure. That's how I got here.
I don't think I can do it. I'm not good at holding my breath.
Look, Emma, I have an idea. Put your ear against my chest and listen to my heartbeat.
Your heartbeat?
Count the beats. Don't think about anything else. When you reach 100, open your eyes. By that time, we'll be on the other side. Give me a signal if you think you're running out of breath.
What will you do then?
I'll swim faster. Hang on tight. Okay, let's go.
I'm closing my eyes.
Take some deep breaths. 1, 2, 3.
Wait!
What is it?
Let me take off my glasses.
You know, you should wear contacts.
There's nothing wrong with my eyes.
Hmm?
I wear them for show.
Trying to be different from the other girls?
No, it's not like that. I like glasses. And there's this guy I liked who used to wear them.
Your first boyfriend?
No. Somebody more important. Anyway, they bring me luck.
I see. Okay, let's go.
Hey, Benda. Enjoy your look. We got this. And also, I saw that there's claymores, and someone put some claymores going back the way we came.
Raiden, take Emma and go to strut L. There's a ladder down onto the oil fence on the ocean surface from that strut.
Raiden, take Emma to the computer room on B2 of Shell 1's core. She can launch the virus that you received from the President. It's the only way to stop Arsenal gear. The flooding is getting worse. Go back to filter chamber number 2 where Vamp was, before the area is completely underwater. Move!
You did good.
I concentrated on your heartbeat. It reminded me of when I was a kid. I remember my brother giving me a piggyback ride. I was sleeping with my ear against his back. I could hear his heartbeat.
Sounds like you were close.
We were, back then. We were stepchildren in our parents' second marriages. Wherever my brother went, I used to tag along. My brother didn't have any close friends, so he used to take care of me. We both wanted to be loved so much. So much that we used to pretend.
Pretend?
Yeah, we used to play house. My brother was the husband and I was the wife. But it was always just make-believe. We were only kids. You know what I mean.
I never had a family, but I think I know what you mean.
Raiden, what's your status?
Colonel? I've got Emma Emmerich here. We've managed to avoid drowning.
Good job. Get her over to Shell 1 as soon as you can.
That's going to be hard with the connecting bridge on the upper level destroyed.
Didn't Olga say something about taking the oil fence at the bottom of Strut L?
Yeah, I remember that.
You should be able to go down by way of Strut L. Try and get over there.
What about Emma? She's been injected with something and she can't walk without any help.
Take her with you. Free your hands of any equipment and hold down the action button to give her a hand. To release your grip on her, take your finger off the action button. Emma can sit and wait until you help her back up. And be careful. You won't be able to use any weapons while you're leading her. Now head for Strut L.
We're on our way.
Raiden, we've infiltrated the computer room. What's your situation?
Emma's safe. We're heading your way.
Good job.
Shell 1's deserted. Looks like everybody's aboard Arsenal.
I had a look at the system, but there's nothing I can do. EE's our only hope.
Right. I'll put her on then.
Huh? EE? What? How?
I'll use my Kodak as a relay. Here she is.
How?
EE, is that you?
How?
EE. Why are you involved with Metal Gear?
Huh?
You knew our family's dark history and still got involved? What's wrong with you?
I should have known.
Answer me. Why are you repeating the same mistake?
I wanted to hurt you. I wanted to see you suffer.
EE?
You abandoned me.
No, that's not what happened.
All right, that's enough.
Who are you?
I'm a friend of Otacon's, Emma.
Otacon?
Enough with the sibling rivalry.
That's not what this is.
We haven't got time for this. Raiden, get her over here right now.
I...
Gotcha, Snake. I'll head over there with Emma.
Most of the enemy's aboard Arsenal, but I suggest you be careful. Make sure Emma gets here in one piece.
Raiden, take care of my sister.
Don't worry. I'll get her there.
Wait a minute. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I actually didn't notice. I'm actually gonna test this out right now with the body armor on. So there's the shoulder straps on. There's a little bit shown on the upper chest. So does that show in the codec?
Raiden, take Emma and go to Strut L. There's a ladder down onto the oil fence on the ocean surface from the strut.
No, it doesn't show.
Press down and hold the action button near Emma to hold her hand. Start moving with the button pressed down and you can lead her by the hand. Push the action button again to let go.
Okay.
Jack, is that you? Well, Jack, it sounds like you and Miss Emma are getting along just fine.
Rose?
I've been monitoring your every move and conversation. I can't say it's been fun.
Give me a break. I'm only trying to keep her spirits up.
Is that right?
Absolutely. My mission is to get her to the computer room.
That's all?
Yeah.
You're lying. You're attracted to her, aren't you?
I'll admit she's cute.
Cuter than me?
Rose, you're
What the
beautiful.
fuck is
You
this?
know how I feel about you.
Have you remembered yet?
You mean April 30th?
Yes.
But now she's mentioning April 30th.
You're not even warm.
What is it then?
Forget it. It's nothing. Maybe I'm just a little jealous.
Rose.
You'd better get moving. Good luck.
What the No, okay. I'm sorry, but that is so... That's not just a little jealous. That is so bad. Hold on, Emma. I need to see something real quick. Okay, good. I didn't die. Oh. Be careful, Claymore mines are set there. Oh shit. Right in front of me. That's funny. I saw them too before, but I was talking and I was like to the left and going down right in front of that one on the right. I could have... Jesus Christ, dude. Alright. I'm surprised I didn't get hit. I should have gotten hit. Yeah, no. That is... I don't even know whether I should appreciate that depiction as if that to say, okay, well, maybe some people just get set off or triggered in extreme jealousy if you're with anybody, which is true. I mean, I'm sure people like that exist, but in this particular relationship, Rose knowing how secretive he is without having any life experience shared with him that makes her go, well, he would have another woman with him, especially after going into his room and finding nothing. As crazy as it was for her to see how empty it was, it's not like suddenly when he's with another woman for the sake of completing a mission, and even if he thinks she's, you know, Emma's cute, I have no idea what Emma's age is, but I'm pretty sure she's a lot younger than he is, so it's like, I don't know. It's fucking. It's both of them. It's not even. I'm not even being like, well, Rose is acting weird compared to Raiden. They both are. It's the kind of relationships I hear about from other people, but also taken in this context, it's even more random and crazy. Alright, Emma, I think we gotta go. And also, since we're gonna be dealing with what I'm assuming are claymores, we gotta go. I want to make sure I see them while we pass through. A little jealous, she says.
Emma,
fucking hell.
Snake and Hal are waiting for us in Shell 1's computer room.
Like, it's that kind of...
This disc that the president gave me. This
I'll
disc
talk
is
about it
supposed to
after
contain
this.
A virus that can corrupt Arsenal Gear's operating system. We need you to...
This is my program.
What?
Why did the president give it to you?
Huh?
Did something happen to the president?
President. He's dead.
What?
You actually wrote this virus?
It's not really a virus. It's more like a worm cluster. It's actually a delayed effect autonomous program that's designed to invade GW's cerebrum and render its nerve connections useless.
You know what GW is?
Of course. I created it.
Huh?
You look surprised.
Well...
Cat got your tongue?
I'm sorry, How about the Patriots? Ever heard of them?
Yes, but I only know what I've been told.
Can you tell me what you know?
Sure, but it's hard to put into words.
Right. Are you reading me, Emma?
Yes, loud and clear.
The President said that Arsenal gear was the Patriots' key to supremacy.
That's as good a description as any.
What exactly is it?
It's a massive data processing system capable of controlling information on a global scale.
A data processing system?
That's right. The system's a social device for maintaining the Patriots' control.
You've lost me.
Well, in this day and age, information emerges from every direction and is freely distributed. A variety of information gathered by servers employing the latest in high-speed communication networks and P2P technology is rapidly circulated to individuals. In fact, the speed of this circulation process is accelerating on an almost daily basis. The Patriots seem to be afraid of this development. Apparently, they believe that their role will shift from dominant to dominated.
Huh?
Let me give you an example. You're aware of Solid Snake's anti-Metal Gear activities, aren't you?
Yeah, I know a little about it.
Well, that's just a small sample of uncontrolled information. I can guarantee you the Patriots did not want Solid Snake's name publicized. Now, look at it like this. Political scandal, corporate corruption, up until now, the Patriots have managed to keep a lid on these and other self-serving events. But with their existing data processing system, they're no longer able to effectively control the flow of information generated at the individual level. With the newly created system, they can fully regulate digital information. High-level information can be categorized in stages, given clearance levels, and deleted as necessary, never to be seen by the public. By deleting such information, the Patriots can shape the course of history as they see fit.
Somebody's bound to catch on.
No, the memory capacity, not to mention the lifespan of the average individual, is extremely limited. On the other hand, digital information lasts virtually forever. It doesn't deteriorate.
So?
The alphabet, 26 letters, right? It could have been 30 letters. What if the 4 deleted letters were controlled by a program?
Impossible.
It's not. In fact, something similar is already underway. Do you know how many genes exist in an individual?
About 30 to 40,000?
Right, that's what was announced at the turn of the century, but there's actually 100,000 according to the original theory advanced by the scientific community. Information regarding the remaining 60,000 was suppressed by the Patriots.
No.
Why? How would you know? Do you know what a gene looks like? Did you count them yourself?
There are research organizations.
Of course, and their reports have already been subtly altered. They're even beginning to believe the doctored reports. GW is a system that allows the Patriots to decide what will be recorded in tomorrow's history.
So what we're talking about is one huge censorship system for deleting information which might be inconvenient to the Patriots.
Exactly. The actual physical core for handling the task, GW, is installed in Arsenal. It's the only system in the world with an optic neural AI that has a parallel processing capacity of 980 trillion Hammets.
I suppose that being a specialist in neural AI and complex logic played a significant role in your association with the Metal Gear project.
That's not the only reason.
What do you mean? I guess there are plenty of other reasons.
Yes, there are.
I understand.
Do you?
So Arsenal gear was actually designed to protect the GW system, wasn't it?
Yes. It's armed with everything, including nuclear weapons, and is fully equipped with cyber-terrorist countermeasures. Physically and logically, it's the ultimate fortress for housing GW.
But is the AI actually capable of controlling everything?
No. GW is only the system's core. It's only for deciding what data is stored or deleted. The actual subsystem for executing the task exists within our social structure.
What?
Do you remember the panic that gripped the computer industry prior to the end of the century?
You mean the Y2K problem?
That's right. If you recall, our government supplied the world with a countermeasure program, using the internet at full capacity. The program was distributed to every governmental organization, every key facility throughout the world. In addition, the same program was included in an OS application for distribution among the public.
Let me guess. The Y2K countermeasure contained a program designed by the Patriots.
Yes, and everything supplied from that day onward contains the same program.
Impossible.
Do you know how a computer operates? Do you really know the basic principles on how data is exchanged? Nobody's aware of it, but there's a subsystem in place, and it's about to be activated.
Is that why Solidus wants to burn out every electrical circuit in Manhattan with a nuclear blast?
Probably, but the overall system isn't actually complete.
What?
It still lacks the necessary factors for judging situations. I heard they were planning a major experiment in the next few days to provide complex data for GW to study. And suddenly all this happens.
Emma, it's not your fault. If it wasn't for the terrorists...
Yeah, you're right. Well, I think that's about all I know.
Right. Thanks. I think we'd better head for the computer room.
My bird in the computer room. Is he safe?
That noisy, overgrown parakeet?
Excuse me, he's a parrot. And he's my best friend. My only friend.
Well, the bird's okay.
Good. Did you know that in the old days, miners used to take a canary into the mine shafts to detect toxic gas?
That's what he's for?
No. I really needed someone to talk to.
Right. I think we'd better get moving. We've got a little longer to cover than the last time.
I'll give it my best.
Whatever you do, don't open your eyes.
Why not?
A dead body, not a pretty sight.
Oh.
Once we get past it, it'll be too dark to see anything. What are those sticks in your head?
These? They're lacquered chopsticks. They hold your hair in place. Did you know that they're pretty popular in Europe and South America?
Can't say that I do. You're not only cute, but smart too.
Oh, I'm much more than cute.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. Let's pray to God, because I'm hoping what the cutscene showed wasn't in fact what was going on with the mines, because if the mines respawned, it's gonna be a problem. Let's just checkpoint here. Turn toward this way. Let's confirm that. Okay, we're good. Just gonna take it safe. There's no reason to like challenge.
When you're underwater with Emma, her O2 gauge will be displayed below your own gauge. Be careful, her O2 gauge has lower reserve than yours.
I guess we won't have any time to waste then.
Keep an eye on Emma's O2 gauge. Take the shortest possible way to get through the flooded area.
Raiden, take Emma and go to strut L. There's a ladder down onto the oil fence on the ocean surface from that strut.
Got it. I say I'm not gonna challenge it, but then I skipped one air pocket. Okay, 1 second. Was it 152? Right.
Oh god, that was tough. Do we have to keep going?
Just a little bit more. Hang in there.
Okay.
Yeah, damn. I don't think I ever called her.
Just a little bit more. Hang in there.
How much farther do we have to swim?
Just a little bit more. Hang in there.
That again. Can't you say anything else?
Kind of meta, Kojima?
I can't stand this. I hate water. Oh god, that was tough. Do we have to keep going?
Just a little bit more. Hang in there.
Okay.
now it's just repeating. That's so funny. It's like, can't you say any different dialogue, Raiden? Fuck's sake. Okay, alright, the mines are not there, thank goodness. Alright, alright, alright. You good? We are gonna have to go fast. How we feeling?
How much farther do we have to swim?
Just a little bit more. Hang in there.
That again. Can't you say anything else?
His eyes. her yelling at him about that, and his eyes just closed. It's like, fuck. I really can't. I really can't say anything else. I'm not smart enough to say anything else. Okay, we're out.
Emma, you okay?
Yeah, sort of.
Good.
Emma, this is about GW, but is it really possible to automate the scale of censorship? Do we have that kind of computing capability?
Of course we do. And it would be impossible to do this unless it was automated. There's too much information for human beings to handle. Let's take your specialty, military operation, as an example, shall we? The US military began to aggressively adopt the digital model in both combat and daily operations at the turn of the century.
That's true. Battlefield networking, the revolution in military affairs, and of course, the VR training regimen. Information is the deciding factor in the outcome of conflicts. It's because of that reality that the military's invested trillions of dollars in high-tech weapons and equipment. There's no night or day in war or information.
Right, 24/7. There's nothing that we couldn't see through electronic eyes and ears.
And that's what gave us the capability to collect, analyze, and understand tactical data in real time?
No, just the opposite. What we ended up with was too huge a load. We knew literally everything, from the position of every platoon on both sides to the number of clips every infantryman had left. As a result, nobody could figure out what the big picture meant. Not even the most experienced and skilled general could, because we're flesh and blood.
Humans can't adapt to the information age. Is that it?
Basically, no human being can make an intelligent command decision in the information overload of digitized wars. So R&D into computerized systems to assist in the process was initiated. The Defense Department tested a large-scale AI-driven system for troop logistics during the Gulf War. Apparently, they got the results they were looking for.
And you're saying that worldwide information censorship can be performed the same way?
Yes, it's possible given GW's capabilities. Do you get it?
Oh, I get it.
Raiden, take Emma and go to strut L. There's a ladder down onto the oil fence on the ocean surface from that strut.
You won't be able to take her hand when you're holding a weapon. Keep that in mind.
Hold on a second. Let me see something while I'm doing this.
How are you, Emma?
Okay, I think.
Okay. That's that.
Raiden, take...
Just checking, because that's something I
Raiden, how's Emma doing?
She's pretty shaky on her feet. Whatever Ocelot drugged her with, it's still having an effect on her.
Poor thing. Look after her, okay?
I'll try.
She can't even walk by herself because of the drugs in her system. See how she has to sit down when you let go of her hand? If you have to release her hand, make sure she's somewhere safe. Don't let her go in sight of the enemy.
True. Let me save.
What can I do for you, Jack? Jack, how far do you think the Patriots' digital control extends?
I don't really know, but it probably influences a lot of what goes on in our everyday lives.
Even mundane things like which movies and songs become a hit, and what kind of clothes we wear?
I think taste would be the easiest thing to manipulate. I mean, think about the kinds of film and bands everyone wants to go to see. It's whatever's at the top of the charts.
And if the charts are made up...
Exactly.
But you can't really control individual taste. It's too closely tied to personality.
I don't know about that. Trends have always been about following the leader.
Not necessarily.
The age of direct personal interaction is over. So is the idea of word-of-mouth communication. Rose, do you have any friends you've met online?
Huh? Yeah, I do.
How many?
Well, if you count only the ones I talk to a lot, I'd say about 20.
How many of those have you actually met?
1 or 2 tops.
Uh-huh. That's how it is for everyone, I guess. And even if your online buddies had fake identities and were circulating false information, you'd have no way of knowing.
Fake identities?
Right. And there'd be no way for you to know for sure.
Well, what about people who do meet face-to-face then? Like us?
Us?
Have you ever really shown me the real you?
I wouldn't even know the real me myself.
But you're being honest with yourself now. Well, that's how I see it.
Well, how am I being honest?
I've never seen you show so much feeling. Fear, anger, even a kind of giddiness. It may seem a strange thing to say, but you're living out loud for the first time that I've seen.
I'm just trying to get the job done. This is war, you know.
I do know that. I'm just saying you're different from your usual restrained self.
What about you then?
I always want to be open with you as much as I can.
Yeah, that's definitely a conversation I've not heard before. I'm really enjoying all these codec calls that are like in between major events. It's not like, oh, well, this big thing happened, so obviously there's going to be dialogue about that. It's like more, if you choose to save at the point where the discussion for digital information is talked about previously, then Rose is going to talk about that as well. And yeah, I got to make sure wherever Emma sits, it's safe.
I'm so tired.
No, I know. Don't worry. I got you. It's just those fucking bugs.
If Emma loses consciousness, drag her just like you drag the enemy's body around.
Unconscious,
What?
Jack, what's up with you?
Oh, nothing.
Don't leave Emma in
What
an
the hell was
unsafe
that?
spot when she's unconscious. Drag her if you have to, but get her to safety.
First of all, she's not unconscious. And if she were, what circumstance would she be unconscious but like savable? I don't know. Like if guards are there or any kind of enemy that shoots, it's to shoot to kill. So Emma dies if she's so-called unconscious, not just unconscious. She's gonna die. So what circumstance in this game brings Emma to an unconscious state? Like if I oh my god, if I accidentally shoot her with an M9, that would be ridiculous. Hold on a second. What am I doing?
I can't walk anymore.
Also, what the hell was it? Why was Raiden being like unconscious, huh? The fuck? This is why I'm like, it's either Rose or Raiden or both. They're made for each other in a very twisted way that, I mean, it's obviously extremely toxic.
Bugs! I hate bugs!
Yeah, I expected that.
How are you, Emma?
Okay, I think.
Do you see Emma's life gauge underneath your own? If Emma's life gauge were to run out, I don't need to explain that, I think. Keep her safe and get her to strut L.
Right.
Raiden, take it.
Okay. I think it's... Yeah, and they just end up hiding between the cracks. What's up? Use the cooling spray to drive bugs away. Thank you. I appreciate the advice. I guess the game would have gone out of its way to have you find that out pretty quickly, eh? While I'm already doing it, you know? The hell out of here. They're still there. They're just hiding now. The fuck out of here. Actually need to keep tabs here. I gotta check this because that... You stay with the armor, Emma. Who is that looking around? Is that a guard or... Yeah, okay. Take care of you. Oh, also, before I forget... bring him over to Emma. Just to see. But yeah, I wanted to see if something would happen in dialogue if we were holding hands. Because that's the kind of like secret dialogue shit that Kojima would absolutely do. But you didn't. It happens a lot when I don't expect it. So me trying to manipulate things to make it happen.
Walk too well. I think it might be those drugs they injected me with.
Alright, come on. We got this. I forget where I got the Mind D. If that's like... If the... Oh god, there's a guard here. If the mine detector is optional or if it's something I have to get. I know Mr. X says use a mine detector like in the first game, but it's like, yeah, you can recommend that I get it, but you know, is it optional? I don't know if I'm ever gonna use these books to distract the guards. I should pick up this SOCOM.
Emma, you okay?
Yeah, sort of.
Thankfully, she hasn't been hit yet.
Raiden, take Emma and go.
Raiden, go with Emma to Strut L. If you exit the Shell 2 core and head south on the KL connecting bridge, you'll get to Strut L. There's no time. Move it!
Stay put, Emma. You know, thank goodness he didn't find any of the other bodies, and fuck, dude. As I say that I didn't find any of the other bodies. Whoa. This is fucking... Where did that guy come from? What the hell? Yeah, I was just gonna shoot him again. Keep him asleep. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just glad that I had the wherewithal to hide at least a few of these bodies ahead of time. Oh, okay. Sick. So let's get a move on, Emma. This is not the place to be hanging. And trying to, you know, loot anything with this many guards around. Okay, give me 1 second though. We're done. What is that, like 5 guards now? Oh, grenade. Wait, what kind of grenade? Okay, the kind that doesn't tick-tock to your doom like an MGS one. I think that only happened twice, though. Give me a second, Emma. I want to check this out right quick. Okay. Because I'm like, would there be a reason? There actually kind of is. If you're not maxed out on rations, you can pick up some stuff here. Alright, sit tight, girl. Gotta clear the way. Here, another one. Yeah. Yeah, she's chilling. We good. So, I guess from our perspective, this is... Yeah, we're still on the bridge. I'm looking north. And we're trying to get south, so... We're looking that way. It's even fucking labeled. Look at that. Never noticed how like big the lettering was. It's like, hey, this is L in case you're lost. How we feeling?
Let me rest. Just for a second.
Raiden, I may have to sign off for a while.
Anything wrong?
Just a small errand. Don't worry about it.
What's it about?
Here goes. I'm going offline.
What? You gotta be shitting me. Small errand, eh? I wonder what that was about.
Raiden, take Emma and head for Strut L.
Okay.
What's up, Jack?
I'm gonna save to actually end it here, because I am getting a bit tired. And
Talk to you soon, Jack.
okay, thank God, no more toxic bullshit. I was gonna finish a thought I was having about Rose and Jack earlier. It's from my understanding, out in a meta kind of way between these two characters, this is either all or a lot of the time related to Kojima's relationships, either with his wife. I mean, I have no idea what his, I don't know, I don't look up whether he's married or not, but from what I've heard, it's him, his wife, the arguments they would have in the past, and him injecting that into the dialogue. So I don't know what that says about him, but goddamn, it is, from my point of view, even as someone who isn't experienced in relationships, intimate relationships like this, God, it's life draining to witness it, and it can only be worse, I'd imagine, actually experiencing that in a relationship, in a committed relationship, no less. And I don't know, it's just so bizarre that people are like that, are that insecure, are that jealous. It's I don't know, in a way I'm just like, thank God I've never been that close to someone who's that, insecure. But it's not to say that, I'm repelling myself away from people who have those issues, because I think to a lot lesser extent in real life, I've seen that in people, but it's fine. It's tolerable, at least. I wouldn't say it's fine, but the friendships I've had in the past, people have shown their insecurities, their hang-ups, and it's human. But goddamn, when you're in a mission to save the world, and your partner has to look for someone, deal with their trauma, try to work with that person, and witness them working with that person, to then be like, oh, you're with her now. It's like, it really, in my mind, I was like, bitch, please, we're in a mission to save the world. I'm not thinking about, and I'm sure Raiden wasn't thinking about it either. It's like, Raiden's not thinking about, how cute. He mentioned it, and it's like, whatever, but he's not dwelling on the fact that Emma's a girl or that he thinks she's cute. It's just, you know, we gotta, you know, anything to put you at ease and bring you over across the waters so that we can get through this thing. Yeah. Anyways, that's my ramble on certain types of people that when I have noticed people are that fucked up and all up in their head about themselves, I steer clear and avoid them as best I can. But yeah. Anyways, have a good night, y'all. I will be back Wednesday, and we'll get through the rest of this. I know I'm stopping now, not just because I'm tired, but also knowing what's coming. It will be a long while before there's another break. Like I'm looking at Emma right now, and I'm like, you know what? This is the perfect just picnic for us to just relax. It's nice, serene. The sound of the water, the seagulls, everything's going great. Whatever chaos is gonna happen, I know it will. I'll deal with it when I'm more awake. Especially with Arsenal gear and how active it's become. Also, yeah, that's that story arc with it's not story arc, but the kind of lore surrounding the Patriots, the mystery and the mythos about them, and how I knew even back then when I was younger, because when I played this game for the first time, yes, the internet was young, but the internet had already populated itself with people who were big time conspiracy theorists. And so it was easy to just look at, and not even just on the internet, but you know, forums and stuff, but also on TV, you know, how conspiracy theories were popping up a lot, and how easy it was to just look up things. And by the time I played this, I already knew about conspiracy theories like the Majestic 12 and Freemasons. And playing this, I went back then. I'm like a teenager going, "Wow, that reminds me of the Majestic 12 a lot," and what people think of that group, if it exists. And how the Patriots are 12 people, just like the Majestic 12, and yeah. I actually don't remember if the Majestic 12 in conspiracy theories, it's similar to the Patriots in this game, or if it's like more relating to UFO cover-up. I don't fucking remember. I stopped going to conspiracy theory sites in like I would say I completely stopped after around 2011, 2012. It became it wasn't even that I believed any of it, with the exception of maybe UFO stuff. I can dig that. But there were UFO conspiracy theories that kind of bled out or branched out into other conspiracy theories that sounded so ridiculous to me that it just wasn't worth even being on those sites and taking up space in my brain to even think about what to me ended up feeling like I was witnessing people just make shit up. I could only imagine what it's like now. But I'm happy I didn't, especially nowadays with how conspiracy theories can really hurt people and warp an individual's sense of reality. But anyways, yeah. It's just it was just funny how back then I was so aware of the inspiration for, or like the obvious inspiration for, the Patriots in Metal Gear lore. Yeah. All right. Have a good night. I will see you on Wednesday. Take care of yourselves. Peace.